Hey there, physical fitness series. This is talking about, this first one is the physicalness, and that there's a need to be able to not only have activity, but then also look at nutrition. So let's first talk about activity. For a lot of people, they think that they have to, number one, has to go to the gym. You have to go for a run. Couldn't be farther from the truth. I have a brother of mine, he will never go to the gym, but he plays soccer, he rock climbs, he goes surfing, he's way into the outdoors, and so he's always keeping his body active and moving when he has the time, and that's really his hobbies. And so I think for other people, if you don't like running, then don't do it. If you like walking around your neighborhood, do that. And so in the next episode, we'll talk about kind of bite-sized pieces. The other one, it comes to the activity, is something is better than nothing. And that's really where you want to come from, that mindset of, okay, let's do some physical activity that's enjoyable for me. At the same time, it gets me sweating. It gets me moving in a way that's meaningful. And so for some people, it might be while you're sitting there watching TV. Yes, watch TV. You might kick your legs up and then just hold yourself like on your shoulders and doing a little bit of a bridge. You might be doing some flutter kicks for 10 or 20 seconds. A little bit of activity while you're doing something that's kind of mundane. It might be after having dinner, you decide you and your lovely are going to go for a nice little walk around the block, which is 0.1 mile. Or if it's a huge block, like some of the major cities, maybe it's a half a mile. And so each of us, I think, can make these tiny little micro changes in our day that lead to big leaps down the road. And so you think about that. If physical activity is a lifelong pursuit and you wanted to lose 100 pounds, what if you just lost 5 pounds every single year, which equates to basically a quarter of a pound every month for the next 10? And all of a sudden, the next 20. And all of a sudden you have these tiny little habits of health and nutrition that slowly got you there. A lot better than trying to lose those 100 pounds in a year. And I know that feels much more satisfying to lose it instantaneously, because we live in an instant gratification world. When it comes to physical activity though, there really isn't. There are ways that you can hack it from a standpoint of having good activity, but in the lifelong pursuit of good physical fitness, it's just going to come over time. We just got to do a little bit every single day, or a little bit, 4 to 5 times a day, take some time to rest. And by the way, rest is an important part of the physical activity. And so being able to do 4 or 5 days of activity that gets you going can be extremely powerful in the movement of your body. So if you need to go to a gym and have that pain point of actually spending money or buying that Apple Watch or that Garmin watch in order to force yourself, hey, if I spend money, I know it's going to force me to go to the gym, or I know if I get an accountability partner, they go for a walk with me, I tell my spouse, hey, let's make sure we go for a walk. There's some different things that we can implement into our lives to be able to make sure that we get this thing done. So know yourself well. Do you work well with a reward or well with a stick? I'm a believer though, if you want stuff, get the stuff after you've done something. So earn it. So I know a lot of people, they try to get on all the new clothes, the new shoes, the new socks, the new shorts, the new shirt, and then they go to the gym. For me, no, I got to earn that clothing. And so that's kind of my approach to it, because I work in more of that reward mode. Other people, they like the stick. That's how my buddy is. He got this Apple Watch, and so in order for him to earn it for free, he's got to put in at least 10,000 steps every single day. So that's forced him to make changes into his life, which are helping. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Sherman's out.